So, lads, in a surprise to kind of nobody, once you kind of found out the severity of Angel Reese's injury, both Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are out of this game today. So, if you guys don't know, Caitlin Clark obviously has a groin injury. I don't think it's a major groin injury, but a groin injury nonetheless. And Angel Reese, like, as far as what I'd heard, she was literally in a back brace at the last game. From what I had heard, she was in a back brace. And I don't know why people were saying, oh, like, you know what? Sorry. It didn't seem like she got hurt against Minnesota. And I was just like, you know what? They're probably just resting. They don't want to pick up her 8 tech. This is their Super Bowl. It is what it is. However, the Chicago Sky's entire team is basically injured. So we are watching. We are going to be watching the Chicago Sky's C team. Like, we're going to be watching Rachel Banham play 40 minutes of point guard. Like, I'm not joking when I say we're watching Rachel Banham 40 minutes of point guard, because Rachel Banham is not, first of all, she's not a point guard. Second of all, 40 freaking minutes of her at point guard. The Chicago Sky, because they were holding out for Angel Reese, they couldn't put her out. Then it meant that, people are showing up to this game. Maybe they'll still show up Haley Van Litz there. Yeah, neither of them are playing. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've got 8 players. They have got 8 players. Like, 8. They have 8. 8 healthy players. And how many of those 8 players are like actual guards? And I mean like guards that can do anything with the ball in their hand. Not quote unquote forwards. Not forwards. Not hybrid. Like guards. How many are guards? 1, Rachel Banham. And do you consider Kia Nurse a guard? Same Kia Nurse. Marquee Davis. Marquee Davis was meant to have been like a bit of more of a guard than this. But like, what the hell is this team? Like, I mean this. What the hell is this team? Like, this team is one of my most confusing teams. One of the most horrendous. Like, this is the worst team in the WNBA right now. This guy. With their injuries. I don't think I've seen a team with put out a worse team than this. Even the Connecticut Sun. Like, I don't think Connecticut Sun have been pathetic this year. I think for every 2 of every 3 games, the Connecticut Sun are competitive, and then they're pathetic for 1. Like, that's just what it is. And when they're pathetic for 1, it brings the net rating down. Like, I think they're actually pretty freaking okay at times. Like, Marina Mabry steps up, Tina Charles stepped up, Bria Hartley's playing well this year. I don't know what happened. Did Layla Khan get hurt? Either way, they're absolutely pummeling the Sun. And at the end of the day, it's this Chicago Sky team. And by the way, it's because of injuries. Like, to act like Ariel Atkins and injuries aren't their 2 best players. And like, even if Van Lit's there, and like I said this yesterday, where I'm like, a WNBA team that gets worse from the subtraction of Haley Van Lit is a bad WNBA team. Like, they're gonna actually go and have to play. They're gonna have to play, like Maddie West. Are they gonna start Maddie Westbeld? There's gonna be Kia Nurse point guard minutes. We're actually gonna watch Kia Nurse point guard minutes. At this stage, just troll and play Cardoso. Like, genuinely, at this stage, troll and play Camila Cardoso at point guard. Because you're going to lose by 40. Why not just lose by 40 in style? Why not lose by 40 in style right here? Because if you can lose by 40 in style, you can, it might be a game that people remember. If you lose by 70 points, if you lose by 70, lose by 107 points, have the biggest loss in the history of WNBA. And they are very lucky they're not playing the Caitlin Clark Fever. Because Caitlin Clark Fever, oh my God, they would like the way the Fever runs sometimes at Caitlin Clark, this would be just a massacre. It would be a massacre. And it's a pity. I'll talk a little more about the injury reports and everything and later on today after the game, because obviously this video is coming out and then I'm going to be getting myself ready for the game and I'm going to be live, obviously, to watch the Aaliyah Boston versus Camila Cardoso matchup. But Angel Reese being out injured and Caitlin Clark being out injured, like, this was meant to be the marquee game of the year. This was Barbie night. Like, according to the Sky, this was the marquee game for the year. The marquee game for the year. And we're watching what should be probably the most lopsided victory that the Indiana Fever have. The absolute like lopsided, most lopsided victory. Like, there's no reason. There is no reason at all the Fever shouldn't win. Too many games in the season, 20% full arena maybe. They waited way too long. They waited way too long for this. They waited way too long to say that Angel Reese said she's a damn back injury. Like, there's no way you can play with a back injury. Like, it's as simple as that. There's no like, oh, maybe I can play at a little bit of a slower pace. If you have a back injury, you have a back injury. But yeah, it's a... Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I think overall, it's a game where the Fever should win comfortably. And like, if you're the Chicago Sky are going to give the freaking Lynx the #1 pick, aren't they? Like, if you look at I think as far as tankathon, it's only the Wings that are ahead of them, I think. Because, like, look, the Sparks are going to probably make the playoffs. The Sparks are probably going to make the playoffs. Like, I think that's just my opinion on it anyway. But, like, Chicago right now, over the last 2 years, are a game and a half lower than the Sparks. They're barely lower than the Sparks over the last 2 years. Again, the Wings have a little bit on them this year. But, like, they're going to have worst case scenario. I think they're going to worst case scenario of the second best odds as the #1 overall pick. They're going to have the second best odds. And, like, the second best odds is a crazy one. The one positive thing for them is that because the Sun are so bad, the team that made the playoffs, or the last team that missed the playoffs, it is what it is. The team, they're going to win more games, likely. So, the Chicago Sky, maybe because they need a Sun pick, can get into a better position. But, like, they're just handing the second best team in the WNBA, or the best record in the WNBA, a guaranteed lottery pick. And, like, the Chicago Sky are the most disappointing team in the WNBA this year. These Sky are no question about it. Like, they were meant to be good, or at least meant to be competent. I'm not saying they were meant to be this great team, but they were meant to be at least competent. And now you got this Angel Reese injury, and things are not looking good. They're not looking good.